So last night on the Mover and Gonki show, we covered the EF-18 demo in Spain that came pretty close to being an actual mishap and was kind of an awesome looking recovery. And a new video has come out, or at least so I've just found it, that we didn't cover last night that I wanted to talk about, see whether that actually changes our opinion or my opinion on what happened.
3, 2, 1, fight toss.
So this video is David Lazaro on YouTube, and we'll go full screen. It's the highest quality video I've seen of it so far. We did see a video from behind, so tail aspect, and you can see the birds as the jet passes by, but you see birds and then he reacts. This is the first one I've seen here where right off the gate, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like all these birds here, some birds over here. So we'll play it once full speed and then I'll back it up and we'll talk about it. So it's pretty slow speed. Let's take a look here. So he's coming around this peak. There's a whole bunch of people right here, which is where we get the first bit of footage. When I first saw this, I was like, he sees birds and reacts slowly. At this point, you would think he sees the birds, but you don't know. I mean, we don't know what he's seeing in the cockpit. We don't know what he's reacting to at this point. He's going pretty slow. I estimated 300 knots last night. I think it's closer to 250 or less. There's not a lot of speed on this aircraft. So right here, it's kind of a slow photo pass. Already can see the birds right there, there. The only out at this point, if he sees the birds right now, is to roll wings level and pull vertical. That's it. Because any other direction is going to go into the birds. So if he's aware of the birds at this point, it's a root abort, low level, max power, alpha as required to get that max performance. Basically squatting the jet, going straight vertical. Because vertical birds tend to dive. When there's a threat, they tend to go down. So if you go up, odds are you're going to miss it. If you're avoiding birds. I know there's a radio call that comes out. I haven't heard it, but people have talked about it, that they avoided birds, or he said he was avoiding birds. So right here, he's starting a roll. And you can see he's rolling towards birds. And there's birds this direction too. So I don't buy that this part is the bird avoidance maneuver, because he's not avoiding anything. He's going right towards these birds. He's going away from these birds. Unless he only sees these right here, I don't buy that this is a bird avoidance maneuver at this point. I think we're still in whatever, like a dirty roll or a loaded roll or something like that. Here, I think he sees this one right there. I think he starts the roll. He sees that little guy right there and pushes to avoid it, which is kind of a fruitless maneuver, I guess, because trying to avoid birds at slow speed inverted, dude, you're safer just hitting the damn bird. I mean, even if it goes in the intake, you're still got two engines. I mean, okay, takes out one of your motors. Takes out two of your motors, you're at least going to be able to get away. We're in a bad spot, but I think this is the part where he sees the birds, pushes forward to unload, and then rolls out to recover. But realistically, right here is where we should have done a root abort. Once he's right here, he's committed, nose low. Yep, I can see that bird. Probably sees that coming as windscreen. He's not going fast enough for it to do what it did with the Eurofighter. That Eurofighter was doing 5 bills. I had a scarf actually corrected me, about, because I said it was loaded up on alpha. It was doing the shock cone because it was going really fast. So right here, we're inverted, probably part of the show, pointed towards the crowd, which is not good. We don't do that in the U.S. And all of this is in reaction to that. I think it would have been faster just to continue the roll and accept whatever you get. But he makes his choice and puts himself in a precarious situation because you're less than 100 feet. Giving it every bit of alpha you have, you can see the Lexes, the vapes off of that. And thankfully, clean jet with a lot of thrust with the EP motors, the 404s, and it powers out, no problem. The Spanish government did put out a thing saying he was avoiding birds, and that's great. I mean, that's true. I mean, public affairs is saying that. That's true. I would think that internally they should do an investigation on this just to look at the thought process of putting the spectators in danger, because I think that this was needless risk. And if you assessed, the maneuver was not a bird avoidance maneuver. This entire maneuver was partially bird avoidance, probably, like I said, about right there where the nose, where that bird is. I think that's where the bird avoidance maneuver. But prior to this, I think we're fat, dumb, and happy thinking we're about to do some sort of roll. And like I said, the first time I saw it, this is a dish out. This is an aborted maneuver. So yeah, the bunt probably is, but I don't think we should have been in this position in the first place. Nose low, pointed at a crowd, pointed at buildings. Because if you look the opposite direction, there's buildings. I mean, maybe I'm too risk averse. I mean, it's obviously a professional demo pilot, so he's got more experience at this than I do. Gonki's talked about it as a former demo pilot, and he said kind of the same thing. So I don't know, but the recovery after that is awesome and great job. So once he got into that position, everything after that was good. Did a good job saving it. I don't think we should have been in that position. And I think at that point, when you're inverted, just take the damn bird strike. I mean, if he had been a millisecond off, we'd be talking about a major mishap. And I don't think it's worth it. Not for this. But thankfully, that didn't happen. It was a great save. The Hornet did what it was supposed to do, and everything worked as advertised. But I don't know. Could be wrong. Let me know in the comments what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.